Welcome to Outside the Ring. I am here with my guest, Dread King Logan.
That's me.
How are you doing, man?
I'm wonderful, man. I'm glad we finally got to do this. I have had a very busy schedule, but you have been very accommodating, and I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Like I've told you, we would end up getting it figured out, and here we are.
Hell yeah, bro.
So, how'd you come up with the ring name, Dread King Logan?
Oh man, that's a really good question. I've never told this story, I don't think. Um, so when I came back to wrestling, I was that wrestler Logan for a minute. I was having a hard time figuring out what to do. I used to be the Dark Star Logan, all these little cheesy names. And then one day, Briar Wellington, who is my trainer, called me
Mhm.
and he's like, "Yeah, I'd really like to bring you into Horror Slam, but I'd like to bring you into the Three Kings with him and Jeff King." So it was Jeff King with him being a king as his name,
Mhm.
and then you had Briar Wellington, which was at the time he was going by the what is it like the social media king or something like that.
Mhm.
And I wasn't sure about being a king with him, and then I was just running through my head like, okay, this could work because I did it one night there. And then I couldn't figure out like a name for me because I was like, there's 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 Briar and then there's Jeff and they have their own thing going, but I don't want to be like a normal king. I want to be something people fear. So I had two choices. I had the Villain King and the Dread King. And the Dread King just came off so classy, man. It just sounded like when you hear that, you're effed when I come to the ring. Like it's going to be a bad night for you. So I went with the Dread King and it just kind of took off. I wasn't sure it was going to last, but now it's literally become who I am in like real life and everything. It's weird. It's almost taken over my mentality.
How long have you been wrestling for?
Phew. Um, so I was doing the illegal wrestling before I was fully trained, back in the those yard days.
Mhm.
But I graduated with Briar in about I think like 2012 maybe. So since then, but then I went on a 5 year hiatus and I came back about 5, 6 years ago. So if like really putting the effort in for like 6 years, but before that, it was just kind of floating and having fun with it. But now I'm back to just kind of like having fun and just beating people up, and I really like it.
How did you get to wrestling for IWR? I see you got that shirt on.
Oh man, that's my home. That's my home, baby. Um, I think Rhino just liked me, and so I think what happened was he saw me at a show and he liked what he saw. He just dug it and whatnot. And then next thing you know, I'm getting a call from Rhino, and this is before I knew anybody of like that status. And I look at my phone and it's like someone messaging me, go, "Hey, Rhino really wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Oh, this is wild." So now I call him dad. Like he's like, you know what I mean? Like, dude's crazy. Like my wife is like, yo, you look like a mini Rhino. Like he could be your dad. So like a little funny story is before I really got to know Rhino, we're
Mhm.
at a show and I go up to him at Horror Slam and I bump him. I go, "Hey, my wife says you could be my dad." So he starts laughing and stuff, and I'm getting ready for my match, and I'm ready to go out the curtain. I feel somebody tap me on the shoulder, and it's Rhino, and he looks at me, and goes, "Go get him, son." This is like really fun. It was awesome, man. That made my whole night, man. So I think that, and then Gary, who also runs it, is like a really stand-up guy, and I think he really likes my work, and it's just like that show is just done right, man. Like I'm really lucky to be where I am there. It's like my favorite place to wrestle.
Yeah. So, what does it mean to you to be able to work with legends like Rhino and vets like Mysterious Movado, LJ Lawrence?
Oh man. It's crazy. Like I'm to the point now. I don't know if you noticed, but I have Shane Douglas's tattoo on my finger,
Yeah.
and then I have Darren McCarty's tattoo on my finger too, because Darren is like my spirit animal. I tell everybody that's my spirit animal. And then the franchise, I talk to almost twice a month because he mentors me. Like
Mhm.
I feel like I'm his last real student. That's how I announce myself now. And it's a thrill to work with him. But at the same time, I'm I had to get my mindset that I'm on the same level as these guys, and that's how they look at me. I'm not below them, I'm not above them. We're all in this to do. amazing thing that we love, and that's create our art through wrestling. So these guys are intricate to me because what you see is the knowledge that they've passed down to me and helped me build. Uh, dude, I don't know where I'd be without like Big Con, Tom Latimer, Tommy Dreamer, uh, Rhino, Johnny Bravo. All these guys have taken an interest in me and really helped get me to where I am. And I don't know, man. Like I feel like I owe them so much. It's just that it's really cool to have guys like that. Like one time we went to an Impact taping and I was helping out,
Mhm.
and I don't know anybody there, and I'm with all the new kids and they're all trying to help set up and everything. And I look over and I see Big Con, and he just starts parting everybody, just moving them to get to me. He's like, Verdi, Logan, hey, just loving. It's just so cool, man. It's like
Mhm.
I don't know those dudes. They have like an aura to them, but when you get to know them, they're like the awesomest guys ever. Like Silas Young, that guy is incredible in the ring and outside the ring. It's a real honor, especially working at IWR. Some
Mhm.
of those dudes are so humble. They want to put you forward. They want to build you up and make you the best you can be.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's awesome.
especially in this sport, you gotta support everyone, lift up everybody that you.
Yeah, it's important, man. Synergy is super important to me. Putting good energy out, getting good energy back. I feel like that's how I've gotten everything in my life. I learned that from Shogun.
Real good.
Yeah,
Not
Jackson Stone.
dude, another good dude.
Oh, he's awesome.
Mhm. Where did you start wrestling at first?
Some dude's backyard. Um, so there used to be a promotion called BCWA. I don't know if you remember, they came back and they were running out in Wyandotte area. But before that, they had like there's a bunch of dudes that were pretty much untrained. And the owner brought Breyer in to train classes. So I was trained through Breyer Wellington through BCWA on on my time off of whatever I was doing. And it
Mhm.
was like legit training, man. We'd come in there, do like 4 or 5 a week for a good few hours. Breyer is like, to me, Breyer is like amazing. The knowledge that that man has. And he took a real liking to me. Like, and he just always pushes me forward. That's my trainer. And then from there, I went to Levi Blue, and then Levi Blue fine-tuned me. He taught me how to be a human being, how to teach people, how to treat people, how you should be treated. Like if you come over to my house and you're a worker from outside the state, I don't just give you like a place to sleep. I give you an experience. Like I want you to eat a steak and potatoes with me. I want you to have a good time. I want you to, like enjoy your trip. So when you leave here, you can be like that Logan dude is awesome, and you got to go back to Michigan. You should be a positive force in this community, and there's not a lot of that, and it's kind of sad. Like we need people who are going to uplift the next generation to be better than the generation before it. That's
Mhm.
how everything should be. But that's kind of where I got my start. Breyer, then Levi, and then Roughhouse Rob brought me back. God rest his soul. But he's the one that twisted my arm and got me my first real indie match. And I love that man to death. God rest his soul.
But what got you into this world
Oh,
of
oh, okay.
wrestling?
So I remember my first big memory of wrestling was when I don't remember which Royal Rumble it was, but it was when Hogan pulled Sid out and Flair won. That was like my first.
82.
Yeah, something like that. I think it was like or it was Royal Rumble 4 or 5, maybe. I don't remember,
I'll say
but it's the one.
92 because 93 is when Yoko won.
Yes, okay, thank you. That's what I remember. But I was watching it before that. But like my big memory was that, and I just. How old are you?
18.
Okay, so have you yet had a connection with something that just you can't stop thinking about besides girls? Like, have you not stopped thinking about nonstop? You'll get there. Me, it was wrestling. I remember I had a science class and we're learning the periodic table. My periodic table was made of suplexes and pile drivers. I couldn't tell you any of the numbers, but I could tell you how to put a head arm on. I could tell you all types of stuff because all I did growing up was studying wrestling. I think it's also because I always felt outcasted, and wrestling was always there for me. Every Monday Night Raw was on, and I never missed one. And if I did, my mom would record it. It was my way of getting out of the real world and becoming something that was more than me. Like wrestling is its own, a lot of you either get it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of scrutiny, like, well, you like that fake shit? Like, okay, you tell me this scar right here is fake. You tell me this torn pec is fake. You tell me this blown out knee is fake. It's as real as it gets when you want it to be. And
Yeah.
that's what I loved about it. And then also, dude, I like to fight. I like violence. I'm gonna be honest. So it kind of went hand in hand with me. I love wrestling, bro. It's like, fuck, man, it's just the best.
Yeah. Who were some of your favorites to watch growing
Oh,
up?
bro. I anything ECW. Anything fucking ECW. That was my shit, man. Like you got okay, besides ECW, Bruiser Brody, uh I love Bruiser Brody, but Shane Douglas was my guy. Mike Awesome is my dude. Masato Tanaka, uh Rhino, man, and now I get to hang out with them. What's
Oh,
really wild is like Shane Douglas is like my one of my all-time favorites, and I get to have conversations with a guy that I look up to. And it's his same story because he get to have conversations with Bruno San Martino, guys that he looked up to. And I keep trying to tell him, like, bro, you're my guy. And he's like, oh, but these guys are so humble, man. But dude, I could give you Jake the Snake was my dude. Man, when that guy would get up close to the camera and just tell you something in a promo, you could not listen. Like Raven, oh man, I could go on and on, bro. Like it's insanity, dude. I like the characters, like the big fucking guys that you know are gonna just smash people up. I'm not a high flyer guy. It just doesn't seem um in a real fight, I'm not doing a Hurricane Run or jumping on you and shit like that. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So I don't get too into the high flying stuff. It's cool, it's fun to watch, but I like the stories of the dudes and the girls who just like bang and clang and just beat each other up. Harley Race and stuff like that. Those old
Mhm.
school guys. I love old British wrestling. Like Fit Finlay, old school Fit Finlay. If you've never watched it, you would think that dude, like, people owed him lots of money the way he beat the crap out of people. Fit was awesome, dude.
You brought up you being into like the bigger guys, which made me think of my favorite, The Undertaker.
You like Taker?
Yeah.
Which did you like American Badass Taker or the gray glove or the purple glove?
Um, I was
All
more
above.
of the biker version.
Oh, you like American Badass.
Hmm.
That's sweet, man. That's like a whole different like category for Taker, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He used to talk about how that motorcycle was a pain in the ass, man, to get around that ring. That's awesome though. What's your favorite Taker match?
Um, see, I have a few. One of them being Taker Shawn Mania 26, Streak versus Career.
Yeah.
And another one is the one that got me hooked on the wrestling when I saw it on YouTube. It was Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah, dude, that was really good because it was out of Jeff's element.
Raw 2002 ladder match for that
Which
title.
which was the one where it was at Triple H Taker with Shawn Michaels special guest referee Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, I believe that
That
was
was awesome.
20. I want to say that was 28.
Bro, Taker could like do shit that you never expected.
Oh yeah.
It's wild, man. He's a what? He's a madman.
Hmm. So Taker and Jeff are the two that got me like really hooked onto it.
Everyone loves Jeff at one point, dude. I get it too. Dude is nuts.
Oh yeah. And then when TNA was up in Detroit, I actually got to meet him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My boy Trey just gave him a matching t-shirt. I guess there's a video of Trey Miguel walking around. He's got the same like shirt and he gave Jeff a matching version of it. It's pretty cool. Trey's awesome, bro. Trey,
Oh yeah.
Trey went to Japan and brought me back a Bruiser Brody hat. Yeah,
Shout
that's
out
my
Trey.
shout out Trey. That's my dude.
Oh yeah. Talking about Trey, I also got a picture with him and Zach.
Oh yeah, Zach's cool too,
TNA.
man. Trey's one of my like dream matches. I've never actually got to work him or Hotch. I really like to work with them.
It's crazy to think.
Yeah, it'd be a good match.
Hmm. But here's, oh well.
Very cool.
And then I have all my wrestling stuff here, but got this for my birthday one year.
So he's like your all-time favorite, or Taker is?
Taker's my all-time favorite, and then Jeff's second.
Very cool.
They're the one I always tell people that because they're the ones that got me hooked. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
all gonna be
sweet.
up there, and then everyone, and then the rest is I don't know.
Did you see Sergeant Slaughter's come to the IWR WrestleFest?
I did not.
Yeah, I believe Sergeant Slaughter is. I met him on an airplane when I was like 13, and none of the other people knew who he was. And I was the only one that got a custom autograph. All the other kids were crying because they couldn't get one, but I was the only one escorted up to meet him because I caught him first. Bro, my heart dropped in my pants, man. I was like so young. So it's cool though. His head is like this big. Sergeant Slaughter's head is enormous.
And then going back to Taker, I got this one time that I found.
Oh my God, is Mark?
Mean Mark.
That's crazy. Where'd you find that?
I found it around Target randomly in
Yeah, we just left from Target.
Michigan. But yeah, I just
That's a
found it
crazy
randomly
grab.
in Michigan after one of my cardiology appointments when
That's
I
a crazy
got.
find, dude.
And I just found it and I got it because, like I said, Taylor's one of my favorites since
You ever see Suburban Commando?
no.
Oh my God, it's Hulk Hogan and he's in it. And he's a bad guy bounty hunter. And he has a high-pitched voice like this. You gotta see it, dude.
I
It's
think
called
I
some
wait, hold on. I think I seen a
so
clip of it at one point.
oh man, it's so bad,
You're
it's good.
dead, Ramsey.
That's it. You're dead, Ramsey. So funny, dude. That's a classic, bro. You gotta see that.
And then at the same time I got that autographed Jeff picture, I got the signed Taker.
You got some good shit, dude. That's crazy.
I got both
But
of them for my birthday one year. I want to say 2020 or 21. It was one of the
no,
two.
those are sweet. Those are good gifts. I get socks.
Old.
Yeah, don't say that. Pleasant, but just ripe.
And then the same TNA show, I got this signed picture.
See, that's dope. I liked him though before he painted the shit out of himself. I liked when he painted himself, but not so much.
Oh yeah,
I
just
miss
like
him. I
the
like, yeah,
upper
the
part.
younger days.
Going back to that Jeff Taker match, like when he just had the upper half pain.
Yeah, when it wasn't too much. I don't like it when he has the fake eyes over his eyes,
Hmm.
but he's still pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you got tables, ladders, and chairs. They made that thing like what it was.
right. I seen, not seen, but I heard in a video that Jeff hasn't won a TLC match.
The team or
Jeff,
they never won, did they?
no. I think it was Bubba Ray one time and then Edge and Christian.
Well, the first one was Edge and Christian versus them. Then it became a threesome, right? Three-way.
Mhm.
I don't remember who won those matches though. I just remember them being car wrecks. We're good. No worries. Oh man.
You brought a gray gloves Taker.
Hmm.
I had this, just got this at one point.
That's cool. Well, you do got a lot of Taker stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Like my first
I,
figure I collected was like a basic taker.
Taker was one of my favorites growing up. Remember when he'd pull the urn out and had the big bright light shooting out and
Oh
everything?
yeah.
And man, they did cool stuff with him, dude. That must have been so cool. It must have been hard to live that life though, to be the Undertaker everywhere you go.
Mhm.
Can never be happy. You always have to look mad.
I know that might be over. Yeah.
I got a ton of Raven collectibles actually in a box somewhere. I just don't know where. Someone gave me a Bruiser Brody one. That was cool as shit. I got a little mini Bruiser Brody with the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruiser's awesome.
But here's one of the Jeff figures I have,
Yeah, that's cool.
which I
I
just found
used
out the other. I've had it for a while, but I found out the other day is a Chase variant.
Oh, really?
The regular is like light blue.
So it's weird because when I grew up, the figures were so much different, man. Like I have a Jake the Snake one with just one arm that you pull back and it shoots its arm forward. Like the old school figures.
I forget where it's at, but I have a Kevin Nash figure where you can like squeeze the legs and the arms move up and down.
Oh, the classic, like, yeah, the classic seizure figure. It looks like it's like
And I have a DDP one that has like the diamond symbol when you squeeze it just
Bro, I loved DDP growing up when he was a bad guy. I loved him. Then when he went to a good guy, I couldn't get into it. When he was a bad guy, he was the best.
Do you have any favorite matches or moments from your career?
Yeah, I have a couple. I think the first time when I won the IWR Heavyweight Championship, that was pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Like that was really cool to be recognized as the face of the place for IWR.
Mhm.
Um, I think my last match with Movado for BCWA, because afterwards he came up to me and he gave me a coin. So when you wrestle in Mexico, they throw coins in the ring, like
Mhm.
as a thank you if the match was good. And
Mhm.
he gave me the coin out of respect to me for how well I did for him, which is a big deal to me. I like Movado a lot.
Mhm.
And then Zach and I holding the RPW tag team titles for like 900 days or something like that, some crazy amount. I never even lost them. I just got hurt and left. And then I don't know, man. There's like a lot of stuff I've done. I think every time I get put in the ring with somebody that's been on TV is a big step to me because they're expecting me to be able to go with them just as well as they go, which is important to me. I like being seen as the guy that can get the job done. Um, Being under Johnny Bravo's wing was important. He took me under his wing for a couple of years and really taught me how to be a better wrestler. Um, Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think on the spot, but it's hard. Like my brain is mush sometimes. I've been hit so many times with things, it just kind of droops down my back.
Who is someone that you want to face in the future? It
Oh
could
yeah,
be
definitely.
it could be realistic on the indies. It could be a dream match with like a WWE, AEW, TNA star.
Yeah, I think they got to be alive.
We can do some that are live and then
Okay,
just any that you
I'll start
wanted
alive.
to face that were dead.
On the indie scene, I'd love to get in the ring with Hotch. I'd love to get in the ring with Trey. Jake something, I'd love to get in the ring with.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's big bad. It'd be fun. On the bigger picture, I'd love to tango with Samoa Joe. I think that'd be awesome. Um, yeah, Samoa Joe. If I could go back in time and wrestle somebody, I'd do like a Bruiser Brody or like man, Mike Awesome. I would fucking kill to wrestle Mike Awesome. I almost got to wrestle Masato Tanaka, and that was like the closest I could get to Mike Awesome, so I was all about it, but it fell through. Masato Tanaka is one I would love to get in the ring with.
Mhm.
Honestly, the real good answer to this is I would love to get in there with anybody who's going to elevate me and make me step my game up.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to wrestle. It's not that I don't want to wrestle guys that are worse than me, which is hard to judge. It's just I'm at that point now where I'm particular about when I get in the ring what the outcome's going to be. But now if I'm teaching somebody else and I know that's going to help them, I'm all for it. But sometimes I'm a little selfish and I want to wrestle guys that are better than me to get me better for the
Mhm.
rest of the people. Because if I'm better, then the next people that wrestle me will be better also.
Right. I think that's so much selfish because he's putting yourself up against someone that is better than you, can help elevate your career
Hmm.
and help you get better at the same time.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, yeah, you got the mindset.
I'm sure there's younger or up and coming talents that would want to face people that have been in it longer than them. Doesn't necessarily have to be a legend. Could be someone like you that's been doing it for quite some time.
Oh, they probably don't want to wrestle me because they're going to get beat up and lose.
Oh, funny enough, when I had Darian Ultra on, he's said that you were one of his tough opponents because I think he said when you guys faced, it was like a squash match.
Yeah, yeah, he got beat up good. I know you've had Dean Hendricks on here too now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I took him under my wing. He became one of my students. So I'm teaching him. Good kid, man.
Hmm.
That's what these guys need to be doing is teaching the younger generation how to be better people, not better wrestlers, just better people in general. You know what I mean? Just how to act. A lot of people don't have that respect.
I didn't know you took Dean under your wing.
Yeah, literally in the last couple of weeks, I've been coaching him and stuff like that. But
Mm.
I finally said, hey, listen, kid, why don't you just be my student? I'll teach you like the road. I'll teach you the politics. I'll teach you life. I'll teach you everything. When I see like Zach, like, I don't know if you know, but me and Zach Thomas tagged as Midwest Scum.
Hmm.
And we learned a lot off each other. And I really liked that experience. Zach's like a little brother to me.
Hmm.
And Dean kind of saw that, and we just kind of locked up one day and like met up. And next thing you know, Dean became a part of my life. And if I can help this kid and mentor this kid to be the best version of himself, then I already won. And that's my goal. He knows how to wrestle. I'm just doing the same thing Levi Blue taught me, and that's to make people better than they see themselves.
Hmm.
I always tell people you're more than what you think you are. You just got to believe it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of these guys don't have that faith in themselves. The fans know when you're in the ring if you believe in yourself or not. They see right through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And seeing everything that Dean's done, especially more here recently in Royal Oak with Superior Championship Wrestling, winning that title.
Hmm. He's doing good.
Hmm.
He's finally getting noticed. He has banger matches every match.
Oh,
There's no,
absolutely.
yeah, there's no mess ups, nothing. Everything's just on fire. He tells a good story and he believes in the art form. He just needs to believe in Dean Hendricks and then he's unstoppable.
Absolutely. And going back to what you said about helping people believe in themselves is important.
Big time. Everybody wakes up, looks in the mirror, and they defeat themselves the first thing in the morning. How many times do people wake up and like, oh, another day? Like, no, I wake up like another fucking day. Let's make some magic.
That's how every day should be.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
Should want to take everything head on, not just
Nope.
slump around.
Slay the day, man.
Absolutely. That being said, that's all I had for you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for having me. I'm glad. I'm sorry it was so quick. Wish I had more to say, but I don't know, man. I can't even slow down to think. But I appreciate you having me on, bro. Come out to a show. Come see me. Get a picture.
Absolutely. I'm
I'd love to. What's the next show you're going to?
um Superior Championship Wrestling is the next one I'm going to
Yeah, I'm
in
not.
like second, third week of May. I
We gotta get you up.
might
I'm
try to
sorry, go
make it
ahead.
out to IWR, just depends everything I got going on.
If you do, make sure you wait and see me. I want to know you're there, so I'd like to come out and meet you personally. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Try to get out to a chaos show. Dude, the last show was insanely good. I couldn't believe it.
Turn of the King.
Got a little bloody. Sean Evans, little
Yeah, I
jerk.
need to get around more because I've been to IWR twice, both times when they're here in Ohio, and I just travel up to SCW when they have shows when I can.
What city are you? Well, you don't gotta say it on this, but I was gonna say what city you're in, but nobody needs to know. That's your personal business. Yeah. Don't need no weird stalkers. But so they do chaos out in Port Huron, if that's not too far. That show has become amazing. I really think you'd dig it. It's like old school meets new school. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to try to start traveling some more.
Yeah. Let me know, man. Hit me up. Let me know what shows you go to. I can give you a shout out.
All right.
All good?
Yep.
All
It
right,
wasn't,
brother.
you had enough to say. We've been doing this now for about 33, 34 minutes. So
Oh, okay. I don't know how long you like to go, so I'm
most of them
gravy
are
with a
around
one and
30
done.
minutes, or most
That's
of mine.
perfect.
I think I've only
Cool.
had two that have been close to like an hour. So
Those selfish bastards just can't stop talking about themselves.
no, it's everyone, we just have a lot to talk about.
That's good. No, I'm just giving you shit, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know when someone isn't isn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing around. I like to play around, man. What you
Mm-hmm.
see in the ring isn't who I am in real life,
Mm-hmm.
unless you piss me off. So, but I appreciate your time, brother.
So yeah, have a good one.
All right, man. Have a good night.